Alrighty, hello and welcome to a new series called Teardown. Now this is a completely new type of video I'm bringing to the gaming channel. None of the compilation stuff anymore. We're bringing in a series which I think we'll do for a lot of different things. So this is very simple. Essentially, it's just like any other tier video you've seen, but this time on this specific first episode, we're doing CSGO map. Now every single CSGO map that has been released. I might miss one or two, but these are all the maps. So as you guys can see, we got the generic S, A, B, C, D, E, F, no E. Okay, S, A, B, C, D, F, and then the never played or I just don't remember them. It's really simple, straightforward. I'm going to talk a little bit, but not too much because we got a lot of different maps to go on. Alright, first one, Abbey. Now, I believe this was a mission-based operation type of map. Now, this was obviously not that... it was okay. I played it a couple times because of missions, but other than that, I remember it being quite similar to Inferno, so I think I'm going to put it as a D tier. We'll shift things along as we go. Now, Agency, obviously still part of the current competitive map pool that you can play with. This is a hostage map. I personally enjoy it sometimes, but it's just very repetitive if you play quite often. So I'm gonna... It's got to be better than Abbey. Maybe we'll move Abbey down to an F and we'll move this to a D. Now, Ancient. New map pool, replaced Train on the competitive map pool. How do I feel about it? I personally love Train, so I'm not too happy about it. Ancient, I think it's got potential if it reworks a couple times. I know they added like the new cube in the last update, which I think balanced out the map quite a bit more on TT side. So I think it's decent. I'm gonna probably expect a couple more map reworks before putting it anywhere above B. So I think for now, it's gonna sit at C for me. Anubis. Now this one is practically the meme of the channel. We play this a lot on stream, and yeah, I don't know, I think our record's pretty good on it. It's a map that visually looks really good. I love the, I guess, texture of the map, how bright it is. It's like almost a mirage-y vibe, but very bright. I think it plays out not that great compared to most other maps. But other than that, I think I'll probably put it same level as Ancient, maybe above Ancient, I reckon. I'll probably put it above Ancient. Alright, Apollo. Now this was a Operation Broken Fang map that was introduced with, I believe, hostages. How do I feel about this one? I think Apollo was a good idea, like creating it in like a sort of space museum, but the way the map was built was really weird. Like you had like, especially on the right side of the map, I wasn't gonna say A side, but like on the right side of the map, you had essentially like a long and then an underground long also. It was, I don't know, it was a little weird, I think, the map layout with no strong mid presence, so I'm gonna lower it down a little bit for that. I'm gonna put it at the same level as Agency, I think, but behind Agency. Now, Assault. Wow, this is now super old. I think this was like CSGO Source, I believe. I don't think I've ever played on it, but I've definitely seen, like, you know, compilations of like skill shots and all that on it. But I never played. I guess I put it to never played. Is that fair? Yeah. What's this one? Austria. Now, this one visually absolutely stunning. One of my favorite maps, I believe, from Operations visually. I really liked it. The way it played out. Wow. Okay, that's a big throwback. I'm gonna probably, if I can remember, I know there was a lot of like staircases and inside hall fighting with a lot of people camping. So it was okay. It wasn't too bad. I believe there was a river area that you could also go in with like a barn and a ladder. I think something like that. I'm gonna put it as, I think, once again, absolutely stunning, but map layout wasn't that good. I'll put it above Polo, but I still think it's under Agency. Now, Aztec, CSGO, super old CSGO map. One of these older maps is kind of hard because you can't really judge them fairly on obviously like how visually appealing they look, since back then the game was not that visually appealing compared to nowadays. So I'm gonna have to take that into consideration. I didn't play this map too often. I think probably a handful of times. So I'm gonna put it probably, I know it's like, you know, one of the CSGO like prestigious maps. So I think I'll put it at the top of, ooh, in front of Agency. It's very similar to Ancient, but because we have Ancient here, it's like almost the same thing. I'll put Ancient there and I'll leave Aztec here. Alright, Back Alley. Not gonna lie, never heard of it. And I don't remember it, so I'm gonna put it simply to never played. Based off which one looks better, I'm just gonna put Back Alley there, since I think Assault's just too generic. What's this one? Bazaar? Oh no, this was the, I believe, CSGO arms race sort of mission map we used to, there is. I absolutely hate it. It's just one big room with like a bunch of like pipelines. It's an absolute mess. I'm gonna put it bottom of F. I think it's even weaker than Abbey. Abbey's much more open. I prefer open maps. Much more, even if it's like enclosed and indoors like Nuke or Agency, at least those have a little more room to work with, and it's not just literally you don't peek a corner and you don't see 10 million pipes. So we're gonna keep moving. We got what's next? Biome. Oh, Biome was, well, I remember when this came out along with, which one is it? The one with the zoo and stuff. I don't remember. Is it Breach? I don't remember exactly which one it was, but I remember that being like, wow, okay, the game's starting to look really, really good. Did it play out very well? I know that the map, a lot of people said it was too open, especially. Which side is it? I don't remember the side, but the one that has like a weird shaped side. That one was very open, especially the long area. So I'm gonna put this one probably behind and a D, probably around like here maybe. I think just because it looks so good. Maybe like here. I think I'll put it here. That's where I'm gonna put it. Black Gold. Now this one, another Mish operation based map. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember it that much. Straight off the back. If it wasn't this memorable, I guess it wasn't that good, so I'm gonna probably put it here and above Bazaar. Obviously, like, this is a very makeshift. We can switch around later if we want to, but for now this is what we're gonna do. Now Breach, was this the one that got released with Biome? Is this the one with the zoo? I don't know if this one was the one with the zoo. No, zoo's here, so no, that's so I don't know what I'm talking about. What's Breach then? Honestly speaking, I'm gonna put it right here. It looks almost like a Call of Duty map. Yeah, we'll put it as a never played, the top of the never played, just based off of how it looks. Cache. Now, I understand there's gonna be a different version of each map, and I'm gonna, to be fair and most consistent across every single map, I'm gonna pick my best version, I think, of each map as the one that I'm listing. And for me, Old Cache was goated. My favorite map, one of my favorite maps, along with Mirage. For me, it's an S tier. I honestly think Cache is an S tier. I know it's not being played a lot in competitive scene, so maybe A tier. We might move it down later on. But it's my map. I personally just love Cache and Mirage. I think those two will be my S tiers, so I'm gonna put that right there first. I think for now we can always change it. Maybe I'll lower it down to A if we get like OG maps. Just the new Cache is bad. I don't like the new Cache. It's so green. That window at mid. I guess it does balance it out more, but I'm not a fan. Especially like literally on this picture, you could like jump on here like before, and it was way higher, I believe. So nowadays they just like messed up all my ninja spots. Okay, I know I said I'd go for the best version, but we'll stick it to A for now. Canals, super fun map. I like the way the map's designed. Once again, I believe it's lacking a bit of a mid. You're gonna see a mid is like that courtyard in the building. It's lacking slightly, but it's a nice map. It's well made. I think it's not too bad. I'm gonna put it here in front of Ancient? In front of Anubis for sure. Maybe this actually. I think I'll do it like this. I think, yeah, we're gonna change things as we go. All right, Castle. Don't remember. Is it like cobblestone? Pretty sure cobblestone is, yeah, old cobblestone's on here. So yeah, I've never played Castle. Looks interesting. I'll put it in second out of the ones I've never used. Like there, okay. What's this one? Chlorine. Chlorine was another operation map, I believe. Once again, not that I remember that well, so I'm gonna put it probably right here behind Abbey. I don't know. Abbey's an old operation. I think it was from, is it Shattered Web? Even maybe before. I'm not too sure actually. Maybe it was, what's the one before Shattered Web? Anyways, it's not the last operation. It's not Broken Fang. It's Chlorine. I don't know. I remember playing on Chlorine. I just don't remember that much. But I know I've played on it, so I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it there. Now, Coast. This map was another operation-based map release, I believe, or it came out along with a case. One or the other. I think visually it was the start. It came along with like the early period, so like with like Ancient and stuff. Was it? I mean, Austria and all that. It's like, oh wow, the map's starting to like get more interesting, like a lot more maps. Not that memorable, so I'm gonna probably put it in F. We'll put it in front of Chlorine because I don't actually remember Chlorine and I remember Coast. Now Cruise. This one was super fun. I remember this was the first operation, one of the first operations I've ever done, and I remember just banging out the amount of like death matches I played on this. Death matches, or was it casual? I think it was casual, and like you bring the hostage down to like the top deck. Super fun map. I personally really enjoyed it. I'm gonna put it on Is B high? It's high for a casual map. I'll put it probably here. I personally think it's better than Canals, just because it's nostalgic for me, right? I've played this a lot, so I'm gonna put it here. Dust 2, OG map. Probably one of the most played maps in CSGO's history in terms of competitive play, so you really can't argue this. This has to be an OG map. It's the easiest map layout. It's the most generic one, but I think that's the beauty of it. Like, simplicity really shines on this map. Everybody actually knows how to play it well, so you can't really complain. I'm gonna have to put it in S tier. Maybe it's not. It probably won't be the top of the S tier. Like, I prefer playing OG Cash over Dust 2, but because of its like nostalgia and like synonymous Rush B, like stuff like that on Dust 2, you just have to put it up there. Dust 1. Now this one, Wingman, played it a lot. I think it's a nice map. Very simple, like the design, but I think it's fun for obviously a Wingman map. So I'm going to put that into consideration, the fact that it's a Wingman map. I kind of can't really put separate Wingman maps onto this, like a separate list. So I'm going to put them together and just take it as the way it's built for its purpose. So Wingman, I'm going to put it as, I think it's a solid map. I'm going to put it as B tier. Now, what is this? Empire. Not gonna lie, don't think I've ever played it. It's probably similar to like backhelling and stuff like that. These three look exactly the same. Never played it. Engage, obviously a Broken Fang map with, I believe it was a car factory. Now, map visually quite appealing. The way that bomb site, is it bomb site B with the catwalk thing is built, quite interesting. Quite a pain a bit to take. If you don't take upper, you're literally screwed. I'm gonna, where did I put this one in? It was fun to play on, I think. I'll put it right behind Canals. I'll put it behind Canals. Behind Ancient. Is Anubis more fun? Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be bottom of C, I think. Now, Facade. Honestly speaking, never heard of it. Does not ring a bell based off this picture, so I'm gonna put it in the I did not play, but based off how it looks, I think it looks a little bit more interesting than Empire. So I'll put it there. Okay, Inferno, one of the classic OGs. Do I prefer old Inferno with the tighter banana? I'm gonna have to say no. I like the open banana. It's a fun map to play. I'm gonna put it behind Cash in terms of my own personal preference. Insertion was the map based in Scandinavian country. I think it might be Sweden. And the details on that map is absolutely insane. I like the shopping, like marts and all that, like supermarket stuff like that. Looks absolutely stunning. I'm sort of sad that they never did more with the map. I believe they should probably bring it back, honestly. It just looks stunning. It looks also really big though to play anything on. Maybe like a Danger Zone map. That would bang, I think. I think just based off its views, like its visual effect, I'm gonna have to put it there. I just think it looks that good. Hopefully I'm not mistaking like this with something else. Maybe I might be mistaking it, and if I do, I'll probably replace it later on if it shows up. Now, Italy, one of the old CSGO classic maps. I believe there was a remake of it in an operation, but then again, I'm not too sure. I'm gonna put it over here. I personally didn't play CS that much back then, so it's kind of unfair, I guess, but OG people, don't hate me. This is just my personal opinion. Now, Light. Did I play on this? What is this? Oh, it does look familiar. Okay, I know this. This was a operation map. I remember you had to do bots or something, like the waves of bots. I remember this map for that. Probably one of the worst experiences. I just, for some reason, have flashbacks of having to do this a lot of times. So I'm gonna probably put it into like this. I wish I remember what Black Gold was. I know I played on it, but I just don't remember it that much. Logs, never played on it. Looks quite interesting. Completely different environment. So I'm gonna put it in front of Castle, maybe. Nah, behind Castle. I like that OG look. No. What is this? Marquee? Never played it. No clue what it is, so I'm going to put it into never played option. I think that's pretty fair. Never played option extends a little bit down here, but it's fine, we don't really care about that. It's a map we've never played before. So I'm going to go like this. Okay. Now, Militia. Classic map. I think it's not too bad. I'm going to put it in, we might have to move Aztec up here, I think. Aztec might have to go up there. Militia will be a D, I think, for me. I'm gonna put it in front of a polo. Right there, that's what I'm gonna put Italy there. Okay. Wait, that's Mikla. I was reading Militia here. Wait, Mikla, never played it. Militia, right there. Okay. It's like that double barn sort of wooden house thing where you have to do like the hostage rescue map on casual. Absolute pain of a map. The amount of people that camp on this map. Now that I'm saying this, I kind of want to lower it down. It looks quite nice with the snow. I'm gonna have to leave. Mirage with us too. I think it's one of the OGs. I'm gonna have to put it as my favorite map. I think this and Old Cache are my favorite maps to play on. I'm gonna have to put it up there as S tier for me. It's goated. It's just so fun to play. But I mean, I can play after probably 3 or 4 games on it, then I'm gonna have to switch because you know nobody wants to play the same map over and over again. But Mirage will be always a map that I will go to and play at least 1 or 2 times per day if I'm playing competitive CS. Now, Mist. Is this the... This looks like the storyline. You guys can't see it, but like this looks like the storyline of Broken Fang. But I'm not too sure. Because I'm not too sure, I'm going to leave it in Never Played Before. Just like that. Mutiny. This was a scrimmage map, I believe, a couple years back. Just wasn't that great, honestly. I'll probably put it right there in front of Black Gold. Just because I don't remember Black Gold. New Cobblestone. New Cobblestone is okay. It's the one where they brought back during one of the operations for like the Halloween theme. I prefer Old Cobblestone, not gonna lie. So is there Old Cobblestone? I believe if they put New Cobblestone, surely there's... Yeah, Old Cobblestone's here. So New Cobblestone, I've played it before. I think it's better than most of the D maps. I'm gonna put it in front of Italy, right there. I think it's good, but yeah, it's not Old Cobblestone. If we put it that way. All right. Okay, Nuke, a map I don't necessarily like playing that much. I'm starting to like it more and more because I understand how like complex the map plays out. So that's good. I gotta just actually like learn how to play better and all that. Okay, I'm putting that aside, the fact that I'm terrible at the map. I think it's a well-made map. I like the idea of having different levels. The way it's structured is nice. I know that there's like a Nate King video that released that like saying, oh, it could have been like, you know, bomb site C in the first triple layered map. I think it's the remake of the map is absolutely gorgeous. Old Nuke to new Nuke is probably the biggest, I think, difference out of all the maps. So I'm gonna have to put it as an A, and it is better than this new Cache, but because I'm using Old Cache also, I'm gonna leave Cache there. I think it's still less than Inferno though. Office, similar to Agency. I think this map plays out... Does it play out better than Agency? Maybe not actually. Agency plays out pretty well. I just feel like Agency is more like welcoming as a map because it's brighter, right? The Office colors are like very like dark. So I'm gonna put it at the bottom of D for me. That's where Office is. Maybe above Apollo. The concept of Apollo is good. I'll put this last. I'll put Militia there actually. There you go. Italy. How about Italy and Italy in front of Militia? Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna sit with for now. Yeah, I think we're gonna sit with that. Okay, Old Cobblestone, OG map, one of my favorite maps ever in CSGO. I just loved. What was it? What's that? What's the word I'm looking for? Like the part like on A side before you jump into that area. What's that? Platform? A plat, I think what's his name. I just loved playing for that. Or like even in the drop room, window room, super fun. B-side's also really good. I just loved the old B-side. I don't like the fact that they essentially broke it and put like a bandwagon type of thing in the middle in New Old Cobblestone. I just don't like it. I like the OG aspect of Old Cobblestone. Super fun map to watch when pros played. So for me, Old Cobblestone, it might be an S tier, you know. It might be bottom of S tier. But is it better than New Inferno? Probably not. I think I'm gonna have to move Cache down. I know it's not. I know we said we would take the best version, but I just can't disregard the fact that it's pretty bad lately. The new version is not great. I'm not the biggest fan of the new version. All right, Overgrown. I don't remember this map. I think this one's one of the older ones, probably from an old operation maybe, or like an old like scrimmage map type of thing. I have no idea. I don't remember it, so I'm gonna have to put it in the never played / don't remember. It's gonna sit right there. All right, let's go back to our list right over here. Overpass, a map I thoroughly enjoy, but I know most people don't. I think it looks rather simple, but I think it's one of the more complex maps just because of the rotates being quite obvious. Makes it a lot harder to play well on. So I'm gonna put it at B. New cache. I've got to move new cache down. It's not that good. It's not that good. Rails. Unfortunately, map I don't remember. Some of these are like old operations, so like, I'm sorry for not remembering. So I'm just gonna put it in the not remember section. Resort. Absolutely same thing. Don't remember. Royal. I remember this map. It was an operation map. This is this is the wingman map that was in Broken Fang, I believe. How did it play out? As a wingman map, I think there's better ones. I think what's the one that's super fun to play? Is it here on the list? Should be Santorini was not a wingman map. What am I saying? Which one was it? It's not on the list. It's not on the list. What's the one I'm looking for? All right, give me a second. All right, so the map I was looking for was Rialto. Rialto is not here for some reason. They did not put Rialto on our tier list, which is a pain. But okay, let's pretend Rails is Rialto, one of my favorite maps of all time for Wingman. I'm gonna put it right there. This is Rialto. Okay, Rails is Rialto. Imagine, just have some imagination. Have some imaginary. Have some imagination. All right, Royal. It's all right. It's plays off probably better than Italy. Damn, I put New Cobblestone lower than Austria. Nah. Office is better than these two. Come on. Office is an actual map. These just look so good. Like, this is OG. I might put it there since I didn't really play it, but okay. Moving on. Ruby. Old map. Old, I'm tempted to say scrimmage map? Or was it an operation map? But I remember it playing it a couple times. Was it fun? I think it was fun. I remember like the aesthetics of the map, so since I remember it, I'm assuming I had a bit of fun. I played it probably more than one time. I'm gonna put it again in D. I put it in right behind Royal, I guess. Obviously, like right here in this middle part of the board, it's just like maps that were created. Like they're fun for like an operation, but like other than that, it's a bit iffy. Rush. Not the biggest fan. I don't know if I've played on it too. I know I've watched videos like a super long time ago on it, but I'm gonna put it in. I don't remember at least. Santorini, one of the funnest. I think, was it an operation map? I remember it being. Was it? No, it was a 5-on-5. I think. I don't know, but it was a fun map to play. It just looked so. It was one of the newer maps because it was one of the brighter maps that just came out. And I was like, wow, this actually looks really cool. I'm like, yeah. I just remember playing it a lot, especially that mid fight with. I believe it was the same case as the Og Chameleon, because I don't know, I just remember the Og Chameleon on Santorini. Okay, so because of that, I'm gonna put it in C. I'm gonna put it. I'll put Engage bottom of C. Yeah, I think it sits there. It's fair. It was a fun map to play on. I'm happy with that. Seaside. I don't remember it. Into the don't remember list. What's this one? Season. Oh, okay. Season was. I remember this map. This was it Shattered Web? I think it was Shattered Web. I'm not too sure. Played it a couple times. Quite fun. I'll put it behind or in front of Austria. Behind of Austria. Like some of these operation maps, the ones where you have to do missions or like win specific amount of rounds in casual or whatever, are actually quite well made. Like they look visually stunning. They might not play out very well in terms of competitive map, but they were just really like eye-catching, and like half the time you'd find yourself just like, oh, that looks pretty cool on the map, and like you get shot, but super fun to play on it. Sometimes, you know, a visually appealing map. Like these, very classic looks, but they just play out so well. That's why I think they're in S tiers. Now, shipped. Oh, shipped. Oh, okay. I remember playing this. This was the one where you play on a ship. Okay, you play on a ship, and I remember doing a bot mission here. F. I'm gonna put it behind Mutiny, right there, and F right over here. That's where I'm. Nope. There. That's where I'm putting shipped. Okay. We're gonna keep moving on. We got next. We got Studio. This was again a Studio was what? I might move some of these down. See, there's too many in C. Engage can go down to C. Yeah. Studio was a nice operation map. Shattered Web, I believe. Fun to play on because they brought something new. But then again, all of these are like, they're fun for a short time, right? So I'll have to take that into consideration. I'm going to put this as, for me, it's going to sit in D. I think Studio sits in D. But where in D? I'll probably put it in front of Ruby. I think that's where I'm going to put Studio. Okay, Sub-Zero, super visually stunning. The spawn was absolutely gorgeous, and just because of that, oh, insertion looked nice, battle looked nice. New Cobblestone didn't. I'm gonna have to put it probably in front of insertion. I really like the Sub-Zero map. It looks like a 10,000 times better version of Valorant's Icebox. I just said it, yes. Now, next we got, what is this? Swamp. Not fun to play on. I did not like it. Thrill was the amusement part. Same thing, same argument I'm going to put with a lot of the nicer maps. I'll put it here just so I can scroll back up. It was visually stunning. Like, some of the map creators are absolutely super talented. Big ups to them, big ups to them. I'm going to put this as, it's going to sit with these, like the super visually stunning. Sub-Zero, Insertion, Biome, and Austria. Probably better than Austria, better looking than New Cobblestone, I think. I'm going to put it right here, I think. For me, I just have something about like playing an operation. First of all, like you're accepting the grind. The moment you're buying that operation pass, you're accepting that you're gonna grind out a bunch of missions just to get a bunch of stars or whatever, like story pass, like journey thing that we have to do in Shattered Web. You're accepting the fact that you're gonna grind out the missions. Now, if you're gonna tell me you have to grind out the same missions on Mirage and Dust 2, it's gonna get super boring. I'm happy they're releasing new maps, and the fact that some of these are so well made and so pretty just makes the whole experience more enjoyable. That's why some of these maps, I'm grading them quite high. For example, Sub-Zero, Insertion, Biome. I know D might not seem that high, but considering the fact that we have about like a 50 or like 30 different maps, it's not bad. Now, Train. I love this map. I think it's tactically one of my favorite maps. The fact that there's so many trains literally on a clutch situation. You guys know I love the clutch situation. You can just vanish behind trains. It's just so fun to play. It's a little sad. I loved seeing in competitive like plays. Not many teams picked it. Usually you'd have like the couple OG teams that used to pick it, but super fun. Like tactically, just like the amount of strats that came out of it. I prefer it better than Nuke, but I think Train deserved a spot in the competitive pool with even like a remake visually. I know it had one from the like back then, but like something more like bright. I guess it's old Soviet like USSR, fair enough, but like. A, yeah, I'll put it A. For me, that's where it's gonna sit. Now, next we got what? Tulip. This was a nice. There's a lot of staircases. It's like a street-based map. Yeah, a lot of streets. I remember like staircases going down, staircases going up, and then like scaffolding you could get on. Fun map for an operation. Which operation it is, you guys are gonna have to remind me. I am not too sure which one it was. So for me, it's gonna have to sit somewhere in D. I'll put it in front of Royal, I think. Now, Vertigo. I personally like to play Vertigo more than I like playing Nuke. Super, you know, like not common, not like, not popular opinion, but that's just me. I think the map visually looks better than Nuke, and it plays like the different levels similar to, like, for me, Nuke and Vertigo are always like, it's either you like one or the other. I personally like Vertigo more. I know it's not gonna be up there with these for sure, so I'm gonna have to put it down to B, but I like it more than, ooh, Overpass is better than Cash. Yeah. Is it better than Vertigo? Ooh, that's a tough question. I think I have more fun playing Vertigo, although I'm better at Overpass. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Okay, next, Workout. This was the gym. The gym the map itself was huge, but they would put like random gym equipment to like break it down to make the room smaller. Like, why don't you just make the room smaller? It's annoying the fact you couldn't get over and then play into the bleachers and stuff like that. So for me, it's gonna sit near the bottom of D, probably above Italy. Honestly, I'm not gonna bother sorting all of these out. We already got a pretty long video. Finally, Zoo. Once again, absolutely stunning map. I loved to play on this map, so I'm gonna put it as the bottom of C. That's my tier list for me. So if you guys can see here on the never played before, a couple maps that I've never played before, do let me know if you played these and if I was maybe wrong, or if you think I've played this before and I'm just forgetting. and remind me where each of these would, whether it's operation or just like, you know, a scrimmage map. F, we got a couple maps that were released, played a couple missions on them, not that fun, or I just don't really remember that much, but I know I played them. D are maps, for me, a lot of the upper Ds are visually stunning. And then there's office that just it's office. And a lot of like maps that were like, oh yeah, I had a fun time, you know, I did a mission, it was a fun time. Similar to C, similar concept, but they left like greater memories. B, A, and S are essentially maps that are being played right now competitively. Okay, apart from the odd one out, Cobblestone and Dust, but Dust probably. Okay, we'll move Dust down. We'll move Dust down to like it. Okay, so B, A, S are basically the maps that are now in the competitive pool. For me, Mirage and Dust 2 are the OG maps. I'm gonna have to put them at the top. Now, for the next episode, I am down to do absolutely anything. We could do literally CSGO pro players that I enjoy. We can do any other games. Maybe like, I've never played League of Legends before, right? Make me rank like how many characters and I put them in SAB or whatever, depending on how they look or how I think they would play out in game. We could do something fun like that. It could be something I know, something I don't know. Do let me know in the comments. Make sure you drop down what you guys want to see. And I hope you enjoyed this concept. It's a fun, I guess, concept video series that I'm going to create probably once every 2-3 weeks, maybe once every other week. I'll see how it feels and how much you guys enjoy this. But do drop in the comments what you guys want to see next. And I hope you guys enjoyed the series. All right, peace out. See you next time.